What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. Did I just roll out of bed casually to freaking set of the year being dropped? This one-up gold series, I certainly feel like, between high-level reprints that were completely unexpected, rip Legendary Duel Season 3 for maybe ever being a thing, the prize card being confirmed in here, as well as so many great mid-level reprints, and a surprise Starlight to be chased down in the set. This has it all between collectability, casuals having something for them from the show, and Animation Chronicle from so many different versions of the show, the original DM to the Reigns era. I love what they've done. So breaking it down, I think this beats Gold Series, which was in contention against Burst of Destiny, a core set that it was such a breath of fresh air to have these changes to the metagame. I think, if anything, Burst would be what's in contention against this, because the Megatins, promo, a word I've forgotten for so long, and so many missing reprints pieced out into sets like this, such as Forbidden Droplet and Access Code Talker, to sell them, the stars of the show that we just didn't have in there. And then Ghost from the Trash doesn't hold a candle to many different past March reprint sets, relying on the Ghost Rares and doing nothing but going down in value since. So let's go ahead and get into here and show you the cards that are also awesome, thanks to Duel Daddy for doing these graphics over on Twitter. The very first card, we've got the Astral Starlight number 17 Leviathan Dragon. We expected this to be in here, such as it was an Animation Chronicle in the OCG. And then the Karibo brothers. I love these guys. And I do think if you look up Karibo on TCG Player, you'll be surprised at a lot of the prices and things with one printing that go up over time. And you have that ultimate Karibo power card. Yaoi was the clickbait card that people were super excited about. They could short print this, I guess, like the elephant as a win con or something, and I wouldn't care too much. You have the Zane and Cyrus cards. You've got the Wind Draw card, which is really actually something the meta players argue about on is it good, isn't it good, is it win more. You have the Sherry LeBlanc cards. You've got the Utopia stuff that was expected in here, and then spoiler, we've got the starter deck in here as well. I was wrong. I thought they would save that for Ghost to the Trash too, to tie it into the set and try to say, look what we did. But no, the Utopia stuff will be in here. Spoilers. We've got the Starving Venom Dragon. We've got the water stuff, which is really good. And then the imports start to get really nice. We've got the Appliancer cards, which do help the deck a lot. If you're on a budget, that deck has been really funny. We've got Altergeist Pukari and the Link Monster that the Altergeist players have been so thirsty for right after Gold Series made it oh so budget. And then we got Right and Left Shark on the bottom of the page. People were questioning where and when this would come in. Well, the answer is here, and it's now. So going in with all the water stuff and the upcoming water stuff, great timing on those cards. We go through and we have the Utopia Structure Deck stuff coming in hot, taking up a lot of the set list, including the Alter Art Utopia, which is nice. We do have my favorite Karibo art getting an ultra rare, along with other cards like you have the Advent Calendar Karibo, which was getting a bit expensive, getting a secret rare upgrade, and Astral Karibo revealing itself to be in here. Now here's where the money starts. Oh, it hasn't been that great. Magician Souls, a Dusted Gold, we've got ourselves Evil Bane, and then you get to Thought Ruler Archfiend, which is kind of weird, right? Right after all these hype cards. And we get another holographic for Red Eyes Fusion. This little panel right here is so great to see. We'll be going over those prices in just a bit, but boy, did we need that. We also get, we get the Shooting Star Dragon, Starlight Road, we get Diablosis, the Mind Hacker, we get Godarla finally getting a holographic, a kind of needed reprint of Kaiju Slumber, which was reprinted in a Brothers before, but this time Ultra instead of Secret, Idea and Eidos, as well as another holo for Phantom Gloves. Actually, a little bit of me wishes they'd stop doing this sort of thing, where the OTS cards right here, we got Fossil Dig and Dragon Gloves. They see the OTS cards have gone up over time, and then they're like, yo, let's give a holo to everybody once again. Well, why not just make an easier access version somewhere else and say the world premiere sets that where you can make them like a rare or a downgrade? It kind of devalues the OTS pack holos, but I do like other holographics. I'm split. I feel like it drains the purpose of OTS packs to an extent to just see these stamped and reprinted, but at the same time, like, I do like having different versions of holos, such as Nibiru over here, which is now in regular secret rare and not just in prismatic, and actually looks pretty interesting. interesting. We've got Decatron and Tierra, which for Infernoids have needed. I always almost say Infernity when I say Infernoids, still to this day. Old boomer player. But seriously, Decatron and Tierra getting reprints when they've never had one, and Battles doing before the Infernoid reprints. Nice to see here. We see Zenmayo and Exabeetle, which have needed reprints forever. Downard Magician, which is nice and needed. We have Beatrice, and then we've got Relinquished Anima, which, another mid one. Beatrice is huge because it's its first non-gold printing. Good job on listening to that one, Konami. Allure of Darkness always needs a reprint. We'll go over that in a bit. Droplet towards the end here, probably short printed. The Chaos Argent Force, and then the surprise at the end besides a Hollow Void Feast finally is Dragoon in Starlight Rare, which was leaking everywhere this morning, giving a chase that's not quite a 10,000 dragon, but isn't a slouch either. Even if you're a casual player, like, you want this card, and well, it's not a low rarity reprint, is it? Or easy access, or even secret rare shorted in the set. It's a Starlight Rare, which means if we go by the previous year's ratios, it's like going to be around 1 out of 3 boxes, splitting with the Astral. Oh no, this is actually really hard to get if you think about it. So people want an easy access version. I thought Konami would cash in on this at some point, but like this is kind of wild. But it does give a huge value to the set for people opening and chasing after things. That split between maybe getting the Astral Leviathan, which will be much less demanded, and this gives more of a backbone and is a cherry on top of an amazing set. You have so many solid reprints in here, and not to even bring this value in, a nice lineage of a prize card reprint. Those tend to actually age well if you look at certain ones. But then you have Magician Souls, market price towards $136, and I know people were spending more on English copies. You've got Malicious Bane, lowest English was at 140-ish as of like pulling up tabs, market price 155. You've got a Dusted Gold, lowest listing 155, market price 180. These three alone are so big for this set, and also knowing that Legendary Duelist Season 3 might not be there, I wonder where they're going to reprint some of those other value cards. Oh, Ghost from the Trash, we got the Remnants. Like, what are they going to do there? Then you have Droplet, so needed. So nice to see here. This has been bought out so many times, just waiting for this set to be on the horizon, and now the reprint's confirmed, the ratio's not, but still, just any reprint, even if it's towards, like, I hate to say it, $80, we want to see it. But with all this other value in the set, and it not relying solely on droplets as the amazing reprint, that could help bring the value down more towards 50-ish, more towards 45, and help us get a bigger coolant on that. We'll wait and see where it's really at and its ratio within the set. Then we've got ourselves stuff like Godarla, which $10 market price. A lot of players were using this as something that could out the Wind Barrier statue when they would choose their kaiju, or a kaiju that they could play with the Wind Barrier statue. You've got Nibiru, which even the gold reprint from last year was starting to hit towards a market price of 25, and solo listings for every version. This card's just so integral to Yu-Gi-Oh! And people also were buying copies up just to have one as their cross-out designator target with that entering the game. You have Allure. Look at all these versions, and they're all a market price of 4 or greater, and such low, thirsty quantities on even the commons. And now we get another Ultra Rare. Is that our first time getting Ultra since? It's been reprinted in Super Rare so many freaking times that I've lost count. But yeah, this is our first Ultra reprint going back to the original, unless they made that secret. I actually did not look at the rarity. Nope, it's Ultra. That would have been really cool to get a secret. I actually imported OCG secrets for that card. Sorry, Yugi Boomer getting lost here. Infernoid Decatron had solid value, market price $9, and then a Relinquished Anima had a price of 14 out of Dual Overload. That's what I'm talking about. This has so many mid-level rarity like cards that were $15, $10, $20. That's where this starts to feel a lot like Brothers of Legend, hitting those reprints, also giving us holo upgrades we've been waiting for, like Red Eyes Fusion going up to Ultra Rare, just casually as an also decent money card in terms of like being a couple of dollars for what it was. And going through the import cards, they hit that sweet casual spot of, oh, look, it's It's the Karibo brothers. I've waited forever. Oh, look, there's eye cards over here. I actually skipped those. See what I did there? But seriously, the eye cards also are pretty cool around here. They do a little something, something. The left, right shark, the imports. It's just the total package. This set is amazing for what it is, and I can't wait for the singles to end up going up and actually seeing the pull rates and that sort of thing. But between the Yugi tubers, the entire set's exposed, including the Red Eyes, Dark Dragoon, you know, Starlight. So hopefully pull rates are really up there, unless Konami was planting things around on purpose. I don't think Konami would do like rigged boxes for Yugi tubers, considering what we've seen from past pulls. That being said, do you guys think this is set of the year, or is it just day one hype? I think it's between this or Burst now. I think Gold's out of the conversation. I think Gold, as much of a sweet spot and as much as a Gold series it felt like, this is blowing it out of the water between the Legendary Duel Season 3 cards, the prize card, the mid, the rare. Oh, dude, this is all hitting so good. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation. What do you think of the full set spoiler? Again, is this set it for you, or does another set this year really beat this?